Oh, you guys are all a little close to me. Hold on. I can't fucking move it back. Hold on. Okay. Is that good? Am I too far? I don't know. How personal do we want to be today? Wait. Is this better? I haven't filmed in this room in so long. So as you guys can see, I am back home due to family things. Not gonna discuss it, but I'm back home just for the week. I will be back in LA probably in my next video. I don't know. I forget what day I'm going back, but I'll probably be back in California in my next video because I want to do a vlog. But we are back with another story time, aka another story of me fucking up. Because what else do I actually do? Anyway, I don't really have an intro. If you like story times, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ignore my nail because every single video I have a fucking broken nail. I thought I was gonna make it to this one with a full set, but no, this one had a break off last night. Fucker. Anyway, so honestly, I'm just gonna give you a little background information about this story and then jump right into it because there's no way to even prepare you for what I'm about to say. This is the story time of why I am permanently banned from riding Ubers. Probably for the rest of my life. Anyway, so background information. This happened a little bit over a year ago, last January, and I was probably in the worst place mentally I've ever been in my entire life, and I was on medication to help me with that, and my psychiatrist had told me, do not drink on this medication because you can die. He told me, like, you can die, you can have a seizure from this, make sure you do not drink on this medication. If you plan on drinking the medication, you have, bleh, hello, English. If you plan on drinking, you must stop taking the medication 3 days prior to drinking. And I've been to a bunch of doctors for like random things, and every single medication I get put on, whether it's like an antibiotic or like something else, they always tell me do not drink on it. And every single time I do, and I'm fine. And I'm always fine. And so I figured, oh, he's just saying that, he's being dramatic. I don't know if I didn't believe him or I thought he was just being dramatic, but anyway, didn't listen. And so me and my friends were going to a club that night, a local club like around here, it wasn't too far, thank God. And what happened was, I was at work, I didn't eat all day because I was fucking depressed, and I don't eat when I'm depressed personally. Don't do that, but I do that. And so I didn't eat the entire day. I went to work, didn't eat at work, came home. I had to be at my friend's house at 9 o'clock and I got out of work at 8:30. So I get home, get changed. I went to her house to pregame. I drank, first of all, I drank more than I normally would, more than I should have in the first place. I had to take my medicine. I took my medicine. Then I felt like I was fine. We get to the club. I am pretty much fine. I'm obviously like drunk, but that's nothing new to me. So we get into the club, we go to the bathroom. In the bathroom, I'm not feeling so hot, and there's probably 300 people in this club that normally fits about 100. I don't know why the fuck it was so crowded that night, but it was packed. And so we go into the bathroom, we leave the bathroom. On the way out from the bathroom, I'm a little dizzy, everyone's on top of me, it's hot, and obviously I mix my medication with alcohol, which I am not supposed to do. So I end up passing out, literally unconscious in the middle of the club. Yeah, not my finest moment. I have to look back and laugh because, like, it is kind of funny looking back. I'm sure my friends were actually fucking terrified, and my family, we'll hear about my family later on in the story, but I'm sure everyone was fucking terrified. And my friends, they get me off the ground, and the bouncer sees me, and the bouncer kicks me out of the club. My friend has to carry me to an Uber. None of my friends really saw me fall except for 2 or 3 of them, and I was just telling them, I was like, I'm just gonna go home, I'm really drunk, like you guys stay, like I'm fine, I'm just gonna go home because I'm not okay. And they were like, okay, like are you fine, do you want us to Uber with you? And I was like, no, like it's fine, like trust me, it's fine. Like I told them that I was okay to Uber by myself, so I don't want people coming for them, because every single time I tell this story, they're like, well, why'd they let you Uber alone? It's because I told them to let me Uber alone. That's the only reason they actually let me do it. So my friend carries me to the Uber. I get in the Uber by myself, take off, and my friends end up getting in an Uber pretty much like 5 minutes after me, right behind me. And they didn't know I was like in front of them at all. But here comes the funny part. So in the Uber was, obviously I passed out in the club, which was not good. Then I am in the Uber and I'm just sitting there like cannot function, I cannot talk, I can't even see my phone screen. I couldn't even like feel my own body at this point. Like it was actually terrifying. I couldn't even feel my own body telling me, you're gonna throw up, you're gonna throw up, you're gonna throw up. So I end up throwing up all over the Uber. Like twice. I threw up like twice in the Uber. Then the Uber driver pretty much like takes me out of the car. We're on Peninsula Boulevard, if anyone knows where that is. It's pretty much a highway. Like, yeah, it's like a main highway on Long Island, but we're on Peninsula Boulevard. There's no sidewalks on Peninsula Boulevard. It's literally like a parkway almost, but with lights. I don't know how to explain this. It just has no sidewalk. Like it's only grass. It's only like woods and trees on the side. Like there's nowhere to fucking go. And so he takes me out of the Uber. I'm laying pretty much in the woods, like in grass, and I'm just throwing up. This poor fucking Uber driver. And I'm just throwing up. Like I can't even speak. Like I'm probably like foaming at the fucking mouth. God only fucking knows. And I tell him, I said, call my mom. So he goes on my phone, calls my mom. My mom doesn't answer. I call her like 3 times. She's not answering. She's dead asleep. So I have to call my father. And my dad, he knows I drink, he knows I go out, he watches all my videos, like he knows exactly what I fucking do. But this was way before I had a YouTube channel. This was before he knew how much I drank. I think he thought like, oh, I go out and I have a drink like casually. I don't think he actually knew that I went out and like got drunk, especially like to that extent. Like I'm sure he knew like, oh yeah, she's been drunk before, whatever. But he has definitely never seen me or spoken to me when I was at that level ever in my life. I was never even at that level in my life, but like he's definitely never even seen me close to that level, if you're getting what I'm saying. I'm just dragging it at this point. But anyway, I call him and he's like flipping out. He's like talking to this man on the phone. My dad, of course, jumps to the worst conclusion possible. He thinks that this man has kidnapped me. The guy barely speaks English and he's like, I have your daughter, I have your daughter, I have your daughter. And my dad is like, what the fuck do you mean you have my daughter? Like, where the fuck are you? Like, he's flipping shit. So I grab the phone and I'm like, meet me at the house. Like, can't even fucking speak English. I'm just like, meet me at the house. My parents live separately, so I live with my mom, so he was not there. I'm laying on the side of the road. This was after I called my dad. I'm trying to get back into the Uber. My friend calls me and goes, I was wearing these high ass fucking boots. Maybe I'll insert a picture, but they come up to like about like here on my leg, like big ass black boots. And she calls me and she goes, Vic, are you passed out on the side of Peninsula Boulevard? I can't even speak English. Like, I'm like, yup, like that's me. And she's like, I knew it. Like, I saw your boots. Like, guys, that was Vic. She's like screaming like into the background. I'm like, this is so fucking embarrassing. Like, this is just not it. Anyway, they're all texting me, making sure I'm okay. I'm not answering because I can't even fucking look at my phone. And the Uber driver is nice enough to take me back to my house. I get back to my house. My dad is already there. My dad like thanks the Uber driver, like helps him clean up the car, pays him, like gives him $100 to get his car cleaned. And I go into my house and I'm in my downstairs bathroom, which is not even my bathroom, it's my mom's bathroom. And I'm just throwing up. And like my mom obviously wakes up. Both my parents are standing in the doorway. I never really ever, since my parents have been divorced pretty much my whole life, I never actually got reprimanded by two parents at once. So like that was like not normal for me, having two parents just like be mad at you at one time. That like was never actually a thing for me. And so I'm like sitting there throwing up. They're standing in the doorway like shaking their heads like, why would you do this? How much did you drink? What did you drink? Like little do they fucking know. I'm gonna look it up. What happens when you mix blank with alcohol? I'm not gonna say what medication I was on because like whatever. When you mix, I'm just gonna say benzodiazepines because it was a type of benzodiazepine. If you know, you fucking know. Anyway, mixing this medication with alcohol could result in seizures, vomiting, loss of consciousness, impaired coordination, alcohol poisoning, or in some cases, possibly even death. Your body may react as if it thinks that you are overdosing. Great. Fantastic. So obviously I have two of my parents looking at me. They're like, what did you drink? How much did you drink? They just think that I am drunk. At the time when I was actually throwing up, I wasn't like, fuck, it's because I mixed my medication. Like that was the last thing I realized. I didn't realize until probably the next day or the day after. I'm pretty sure my parents told me I threw up like 8 to 13 times again when I got home, even after like the whole Uber situation. I just went upstairs, I fell the fuck asleep for like, I think I slept for like 12 hours. Then once I woke up again, I couldn't hold anything down, couldn't hold water down, couldn't hold like crackers, literally nothing. I was throwing up till 8 o'clock at night the next night. So like 8 o'clock at night, I was still throwing up, but it was my friend's birthday and I promised I would go into the city with her. So I got dressed, went into the city with her, and then all of my friends, this is like a different friend group I was with, they're all begging me to drink with them. And I'm like, you guys do not understand that I was throwing up literally all night. And they're like, oh yeah, but like you throw up all the time and then just drink the next night, because like I do that fairly often. I troop through it. But this was actually something like no other. Like I have never experienced that in my life. So anyway, I didn't end up drinking, which is like good for me. But I do the next day go to order an Uber from Penn Station to the restaurant. And it came up, a little alert. It said, due to violations, you are not allowed to use Uber anymore. Some like stupid shit like that. I don't even have a picture of it, but I was not allowed to use my Uber. I tried deleting the app, logging in again, and it like said the same message that I am no longer allowed to use Uber. So Lyft for life, I guess. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do about it? And I feel like telling that story on here doesn't sound like that bad, like oh you fucking threw up from alcohol, but like it was the fact that like I was dumb enough to not believe my doctor when he said, do not mix this with alcohol, you could literally die. And then me actually almost literally dying. Like I probably should have went to the hospital that night, but why pay for a hospital bill when I'm already throwing up at home? Anyway, that is the story time of why I am permanently banned from Uber. Till this day, I only can take Lyfts. Uber, I don't even have the Uber app on my phone. I have Uber Eats. Uber Eats works for some reason, but not Uber. Uber, if you're seeing this, I'm so sorry. I will never throw up in an Uber. I will try my best to never throw up in an Uber again. And I promise you that I will tip your drivers. And I'm also still kind of mad that the Uber driver reported me. Even though my dad gave him $100 to clean his car, he charged me the cleaning fee on Uber, and my dad did help him already start to clean his car. So honestly, like fuck you for reporting my whole account and getting me banned, but like also thank you, because that situation of me passed out in your car and on the side of the road probably could have ended in a million other scary ways. So in a way thank you, but in a way fuck you. If you guys want more story times, trust me, I could probably write an entire book of fucked shit that I've experienced or done. I post a lot of my story times, shorter versions of my story times on TikTok, so make sure that you're following me on there. If you like these, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try to post more story times because I feel like people really fuck with those for some reason. But if you guys have any video ideas, please, my DMs are always open. A lot of the time I lack like video ideas, so please DM me if you have any. Like, please text me, Snapchat me, DM me. Actually, you can only Snapchat me if I have you added back on Snapchat, but DM me, because I'm always checking my Instagram DMs, and like those are open. So if you guys have any video ideas, please send them in. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, and Twitter, even though I don't really use Twitter. But anyway, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.